And Victor Borge, does everybody know who Victor Borge was? Comedian, piano player. We've got a millennial here. Victor Borge's been long gone. Laughter is the shortest distance between two people. It's the glue that brings us together. So I usually come in and do some laughter exercises and funny stuff and all, but this is called the science of laughter. So I'm going to give you an appetizer on that because it's way too voluminous to do the whole story. So we've known that laughter is the social glue. We have felt it. You have a short resource list of people and places to research about everything I'm saying. There is so much now in the way of research. So we knew 4,000 years ago, we knew the benefits of laughter. Sarah gave us a beautiful program that not only told us some of the benefits, but let us experience them as well. So, here's the deal. Research is showing that we are hardwired for laughter. We don't learn it. It gets beaten out of us sometimes, but we are hardwired for it. Did you know that people born deaf and blind laugh? So they didn't see it, they didn't hear it. How come it's there? And studies on brain chemistry, brain waves, the brain itself, show that we are born, may I call it God's first gift to us, we are born to laugh. It's often a protective mechanism in babies because laughing babies are a lot more attractive than crying babies. See? Okay, I buy these by the 100 pack, and I use them in the programs that I do. Especially the seniors love them, and I can't demonstrate it without being able to give them one. So, we know the benefits, some of them. I'm going to give you a few more. We know how to laugh. We also know that laughter tends to be contagious. There's a video that goes around of this guy on a train. He gets on with his laptop. Anybody see it? And he's watching the laptop and he's starting to laugh. Nobody knows what he's laughing about. They look at him like he's crazy for a while, and then one by one the people around him begin to laugh. You just can't help it. Why is that? Anybody have a guess why that may be?
It's contagious.
Say that again?
It's contagious.
It's contagious. We need to start more epidemics. It's based, scientifically, it's based on something called mirror neurons. Mirror neurons in the brain are neurons, and you can look up Angela Ray's information for this. They are neurons that are responsible for us following a behavior that we're watching somebody else do. It's partly responsible for mob mentality, which is its negative side. But it's your mirror neurons that mimic what you see and also begin to light you up for people to like what you're doing. And she has a lot of documentation on that. So I'm not saying that laughter is actually a cure for anything. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that laughter and humor set us up hormonally, brain chemistry-wise, to be in the best possible state we can be in for healing to occur. I was recently in the hospital, as most of you know. I really lost my connection to laughter there. I mean, I've been through an awful lot, but I've never really lost my connection to be able to laugh before. I just couldn't. So I closed my eyes and I imagined that I could see myself smiling. And when the maids who came in to clean the room came in, I opened my eyes and I smiled at them and I said, I really appreciate how nicely you keep my room. I thank you for that. And they looked at me like, I said, no, no BS, I really do. I appreciate what you do. And they smiled back. And then I smiled for real. And then we started to talk. And as the more I did that during the day, the more I began to laugh. And the more I laughed, the less pain I had. And the better my spirits became, the better I felt. Because in the first few days, I didn't even want any visitors. I was hoping nobody would come and see me. Because that's where my mood was. So it's not a primary treatment, but it gets us ready to be in the best shape for any treatment we get to work on us. So, Dr. Lee Burke, he's a name you need to look up. He's on our board of directors at the World Laughter Tour, and I'll tell you a bit more about that a little later. He does his research out of Loma Linda, California. Volumes of research. All evidence-based, documented. This is a day of truth. It's Sunday. We are not allowed to use myths, cutesy little myths, as truth. For instance, did you know that children laugh 400 times a day and adults only 10? Somebody posted that on Facebook. So I commented, how do you know that? Who did the research? How much research? And I got a comment back with just question marks in it. But we are not allowed to say what's not true. I can tell you that laughter increases the immune system because we have study after study that shows the difference in immune system cells and blood draws before and after. That's documented. I can tell you that laughter decreases pain because we can measure that too. Some people say it helps you lose weight. You know what? You have to laugh continuously for about 15 minutes to get some calories off. You know how hard it is to laugh for 15 minutes continuously? We had to do it at the end of the first training I took. So it boosts relationships. It helps in family relationships. I have had parents that I work with difficult children greet their children at the door and do a Hawaiian greeting laughter, which I'm going to teach you. When the child walks in and the child looks at them like, calls their friend and say, my mother is crazy, she's flustered. Wait till I tell you what she did, it was so fun to walk into. And then communication begins, because instead of going to his room, the child came down and sat in the kitchen helping her make dinner. So it creates that kind of, I want to be with this person, most of the time. Dr. Burke's recent study documents that 30 minutes of funny laughter a day, not all at once, drastically reduces the occurrence of second heart attacks in people because of relaxation changes, because of chemical changes, because it gets rid of corticosteroids, which are stress hormones in our body. Wish I had that before I had the second heart attack. But I didn't. So, what I want to do is take us through 3 experiential exercises so you could feel what it feels like. I mean, you're all sitting there looking pretty serious. We have redefined serious from solemn to responsible. When we are serious, we take responsibility for the things we need to do. It doesn't mean we walk around like this. So we say, be serious, be responsible, take care of yourself. And then go be silly and play. Silliness actually comes from roots that mean to be flexible and flow like water. Silliness makes your soul light up. I don't have documentation for that one. So the first thing we do with this, because laughter is an exercise, I usually wear a shirt with this picture on it, and I have earrings that look the same. And I did bring them with me, but for some reason this morning I didn't feel like I wanted to come dressed goofy. For Science Day, it's Truth Day. I don't need to be wearing goofy to tell you what I'm telling you, because you can look up every single thing. But I do carry this. And I have a laughter buddy friend here named Sarah Holstead who has the same hat. And you will see us to take a picture with it, and I have some goodies for you. So, because it's an exercise, we begin the exercise. Would you time me and let me know when 15 minutes is up? When we begin the exercise, any exercise, we have to do a warm-up. And the warm-up goes like this. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. And then we go yay, yay, yay. Now let me explain why we do it that way. We go yay, 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 because there are people who can't go yay. So, World Laughter Tour teaches us that we are no pressure. We are very permissive. I had a person just sitting in the room, and I said, participation is voluntary. And she just sat there the whole time, and when I was done, you know what she did? She came up to me, and she said, your permission for me to just be where I needed to be has lifted my day. Thank you so much. I was recently in a senior home. 90-year-old woman comes up and she says, last year when you were here, you taught me how to pick up a day that starts with the grumpies. She said, so, see you later. I do it every morning. I look at myself in the mirror, I put on my clothes that you gave me, and I make faces at myself until my lips begin to go this way. Even if it's a fake, this way. From there I get to a chuckle. From the chuckle, I get to a this kind of thing, and I walk out of brushing my teeth with a smile on my face, ready to begin my day. Not always ho, ho, ha, 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 but she says definitely in position to do the things that I know I need to get done. And to look at a tree and appreciate, be grateful for the trees. So she said, I'm very grateful for you. A year later, lifted my day, made me feel good. So let's try the ho ho, ha ha ha, and then we'll go from there. Ho ho, ha ha ha, ho ho, ha ha ha, ho ho, ha ha ha, yay, yay, yay. So we've gotten our arms up, and anytime you do an activity that makes you cross the midline of your body, like this, crossing the midline of your body lights up the neurons and changes the chemistry in your brain. Documented. You've got that on your list there. So we do a lot of our stuff that used to be like this, we do like this. Doing feet exercises this way instead of straight out. The whole program that we do is geared to leave people with things to do to make themselves feel better, so that it's not a one-time experience. So from that, I need you to stand up. What we're going to do for our first exercise is called Hawaiian greeting laughter. How do you say hello in Hawaii?
Aloha.
Perfect, it ends in ha. Do you know that humor is subjective? Humor is subjective. What I laugh at, you may not laugh at. But laughter, because it's inborn and hardwired, is the same response all over the world. It is a 15th of a second burst of a vowel sound. Oh, hee hee hee. So when you laugh, we call it having your vowel movement for the day. And 10 vowel movements a day, the infamous they says, will help you to prevent this awful disease called hardening of the attitudes. And in a few minutes, I'm going to end by giving you 6 hacks for preventing hardening of the attitudes in addition. So with aloha, I'm going to walk over to Brian and I'm going to shake his hand and say, aloha. Brian, he's already smiling. He's going to laugh back at me. Aloha. So I want you to go to as many people as you can in the 20 seconds that I'm going to give you and aloha ha ha with them.
Okay.
Ready? Go.
Aloha, Sandy. Aloha. line beside her.
So the second one is called ice down your back. I want you to imagine that somebody has come and put an ice cube under all your clothes down your back. And what do you do when that happens? That's what I want you to do. Laughing all the time that you're trying to get that ice cube out of there. Oh! Ho, ho, ha, 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 yay, yay, yay! And the third one, which is one of the favorite ones in the nursing homes and the senior livings and with children, we are going to make virtual milkshakes. What's your favorite milkshake? Vanilla.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. What else? Mine's
Strawberry.
mint chip.
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
Margarita.
Peanut butter. So what we do is this. We have a container with liquid here, empty container here. We're not going to go this way. What are we going to do you think? We are going to go this way. We're going to cross the body. Most of the things we do now, we go cross body. Increases memory. Increases stamina a little bit because of the change in the neurons in the brain. So take your favorite flavor, it's in this container, and we're going to go. And now we're going to drink it. So take a deep breath. So we are going to go over these 6 hacks. So you can sit down for the hacks.
I'll still be laughing.
Okay. So Bill is going to hand out these handouts for you, and I'm going to go a little bit over to get the hacks in for you. These hacks are called the Principles of Good-Hearted Living. They're written by Steve Wilson. If you want to get a copy of it in one of 30 languages, you have the address, worldlaughtertour.com. Go on that website, and you can not only see the impressive board of directors that we have of teachers and researchers, but you can also pick up whatever copies of that you would like, no charge. So what you have is the family version of this, which is why the big words, say nice things, don't be stubborn, are there. Okay? So they're written according to the day of the week because it's just easier, but you can do these on any day of the week you want to do them. So Mondays are for compliments. Say nice things. And you're going to get a smiley sticker for that because when people say nice things to you, most of the time it makes us feel good. Who gives compliments more easily than receives them here? Why do you think that is? What are our messages when we're growing up?
Amazing.
Don't brag. Don't brag about yourself. That's not nice. So we find it easier to say nice things to other people. And if somebody says, that's a great dress you have, how many times do you say, oh, I have it 50 years? Or it's just something I got in a thrift store, or something like that. So for children, we say nice things, and if we had more time, I'd have you go around and say nice things to others. You could do it during the day. Tuesday is for flexibility. The tree that bends in the wind doesn't break, usually. I used to give out rubber bands to demonstrate flexibility. You know you can't do that in senior living. You know what the seniors do with it?
They shoot everybody.
That's right, they shoot everybody. Like they're 4-year-olds instead. That's right, I'm not allowed to give them out anymore. Wednesdays are for gratitude. So we talk a lot about gratitude in Dream Your Life Amazing. It's a cornerstone in laughter too. And so Bill's going to pass out these little smiley face notebooks. If you haven't already started writing gratitudes down on a daily basis, start with these 3 or 4 every day, and then no repeats. See how long you can go with no repeats. You have a bad day, you're looking at all of these things. Thursdays are for kindness. So we're gonna give you kindness coins for those. You can give them to other people. You see someone doing a kind thing, give it to them. What's something kind you did today? What is something kind somebody did today?
Held the door open.
Held the door open. Little things. Let yourself focus on what's a kind thing I can do rather than what's wrong today, or I don't like that person. Fridays are for forgiveness. Say, I'm sorry. Forgiveness is difficult because we misunderstand it. It doesn't mean we're saying what happened to us is okay. It means we're saying, I refuse to invest any more of my energy into what's already over and done. I'm not exposing myself to that issue again or that person again, but I am moving on with my life. I'm not being stuck in resentment. Remember that resentment is the poison I drink, hoping you will die. And the weekends are for fun. They're for chocolate, which symbolizes fun. And what we're going to do is give you clown noses. Now, so you have your clown nose. I mean, you can either pick yours out of the bag or Bill will pick your nose for you. We're going to see if we can get a picture done with everybody in their clown noses. So, we are going to end our program. We're going to end this program with 3 cheers. So stand up. Put your hands this way. I'm going to say something and you're going to go yes, but cross when you go yes. So, we love to laugh. Yes! We will be happier and healthier tomorrow than we are today. Yes! We love to dream our lives amazing. Yes! Thank you.
All right, let's you two get together. You got yours.
Anybody have a question?
Bill, you should get in there too.
Yeah. Oh, well, let me get in that one.
Okay. Okay.
Come on, Bill. Oh, wait, I need my nose. Did you toss me my nose?
Hold on.
I can't breathe either.
You have to smile. You can't not smile when you have a clown nose on.
Muriel came with us.
Like I said, I can
Poor Bill.
Not that photogenic, really.
It's a natural these days.
Yes, you are. Okay.
All right, what's the agenda next?
Mike.
I think it's lunch. We gotta. Leanne was just trying to call you. Yeah, that was a real help. Oops, I gotta stop this.